update is an end of day checklist for our team leaders. So at the end of the day, there are things that we want to be done. And I actually went out and bought a very large whiteboard, and I was going to use like my Cricut label maker, and I was going to create this checklist and use little magnets and stuff and put it up at the shop. And then the other day I did an employee survey and I said, do you want this to be a checklist on a clipboard in your truck? Do you want this to be on a whiteboard at the shop, or do you want it to be electronic? And I took a vote, and the winning vote was they wanted it to be electronic. So I took to, our organization is on Microsoft Outlook for email. So, but the exact same thing that I'm going to show you in Microsoft Forms can be done in Google Forms. I actually did it first in Google Forms because I'm used to using Google, and realized that I couldn't share it properly with people in our organization. So I recreated it in Microsoft Forms. It's exactly the same, and I'm going to show you how it works. So this is the form that I created. My husband loves baseball, and he is the co-founder and president of the company. So I try to incorporate baseball terminology and the things that we roll out to our employees. So Clearview walk-off, a walk-off is a good thing. It's something that happens at the end of the baseball game. I don't know. You'll have to ask like my husband for details, but whatever. It's a good thing. So it's an end of day, end of game thing. So I titled it Clearview Walk-Off, Great Job Team. The description is that these tasks need to be completed once the crews return to the shop after their jobs are completed. These tasks should be completed prior to clocking out and departing for the day. We are trying to give our team leads more of a leadership position. So this is geared towards the team leads to make sure that they are in charge of their crew. So we send out 2 people per crew. It's a team lead and then a partner. They are essentially, their partner reports to them. So this is really, it's a good exercise if you have employees, of finding small ways to empower them to be leaders and grow into leaders. So the fields that I created are: what is your name, today's date, and it's like a pop-up calendar. Is the truck fueled up? These are all required fields. We have shifted from fueling up in the morning to fueling up in the afternoon because there's like the morning rush, and they were sitting at Wawa for like 45 minutes just for fuel. So we've changed it now because it's a more staggered return time. So they have to fuel up in the afternoon before they get back to the shop. Is the truck fueled up? Has your truck been cleaned out for the day? We don't want garbage and just things compiling in the truck. Have you restocked your truck with important tools, supplies, or equipment that you may need tomorrow? Is your jobber up to date? We are jobber users, and we love jobber, and we want to make sure that it's on them to make sure they've closed their job, they've invoiced, they've collected payment. That should all be done on site at the client's home, but or at the commercial site. But this is like their reminder, check your jobber. Is it clean? Because I don't want to have to clean it up for you. Have all cash and checks been placed in the Dropbox? Are you missing any payments for the day? If so, report it to Jason as our field ops manager. Yes, no, I'm missing money and I've reported this to Jason. Most of our clients are on credit card. So we take a credit card upon scheduling the job in Jobber, and that's automatically charged by the team leader on site if the customer doesn't hand them a check or cash. So we will not wait for money when it comes to residential clients. Have your truck's keys been placed on their key hook? Have you submitted all repair requests to Jason? Sometimes things happen, and we want to make sure that, things aren't lost in translation. Like if something broke, we want to make sure field ops knows about it. Are you and your teammates clocked out for the day? It's on the team leader to make sure that their teammate clocked out if, we have someone forgetting or something. This is more of like a vibe. Like we want everybody to be together as often as possible, and that's hard with people working in different places. So if I was working at the shop, like I have seen some team leads come in and put money in the Dropbox, and then their partner would never come in. They'd just go home. I'm trying to encourage, saying hello, saying goodbye, pounds, handshakes, hugs. I want everyone to feel a part of the unit. So I put this in there. And any other notes you'd like to share for the day? So this is the preview. So when they click the link, this is what they're going to see, and then they would be starting the survey. Once this survey is completed, I get an auto email because this is my Microsoft account, but I did use Microsoft Power Automate to also automate a trigger going to Jason, who's the field ops manager, because I am not managing this process. Jason is. If you want details on how to do this, I'm happy to do a video. Just, put in the comments that you want details on how to create a different workflow. But so as soon as that form is submitted, it goes to me and it goes to Jason. I am going to disregard it unless I'm covering for Jason that day. But Jason is basically going to ensure that each team lead submitted their form. Now, I took this. So if you click collect responses, anyone can respond because not all of our field employees have Clearview Washing email addresses. So anyone can respond. I shortened the URL and I copied the link. And then if you jump over to our jobber, I've been testing this to make sure that it's working properly, and it is. So I created a task for the end of the day. I'm going with 5 o'clock. Our employees, their shift is supposed to run until 4, but in case a job runs over or whatever the case, I just wanted them to see it on their jobber calendar, on the app on their cell phones or iPads. So I put it on for 5 p.m. and this is that link. I just copied and pasted it. So for example, when Jose finishes work for the day, even if he finishes for some reason at 11 a.m., like if a customer cancels for the afternoon or something, at least he is seeing that daily this is a part of his job. He has to click this link, and it takes him to the survey, and then he is able to complete all the steps and submit. Another reminder, so definitely utilize your calendar for this. Like, I'm trying to automate things as best as I can, and this is a great way to start it. Another thing is Microsoft does not yet have the ability to automate clearing responses. So these responses only matter for that day. Jason's going to check them at the end of the day. But we can't automate clearing them at midnight to make way for the next day's responses. So what I've also done is created a task for Jason at 6 a.m. And it's basically like, hey, when your workday starts, you are going to click this link, which will take you to the Microsoft form. You are, it automatically takes you to responses. I put him on as a collaborator for this, so he has the same accessibility that I do. And he's able to delete all responses. It's grayed out right now because we just deleted all responses to test that. So every morning he deletes all responses, and every afternoon our field will be doing more. So I'm gonna just show you an example of our guys are laid off right now. We don't come back to work until March, so that's why I'm just testing this with Jose Centeno. But I'm going to show you how I create a new task. And what did I call that task? End of shift walk-off survey. So I'm going to create a new task. I'm going to call it that. I'm going to input the link to it so anyone can respond. Copy link. I'm going to link it here. I'm going to put it on from 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. for everybody. I'm going to repeat it weekly. And let's just say I'm a field member. I'm going to put a notification for myself. I'm a team lead in this example. a team reminder at the start of task. Always use the reminders. In their Jobber app, like they'll be getting notifications. So they'll get a reminder on their phone, which is great because they might, be going to their car and they might forget and they'll get a little reminder. So you're going to create the task. So here it is. So basically all of our team leads are going to be lined up here at 5 p.m. I did it as a weekly reminder, not daily, because I don't want to include Saturdays and Sundays. So, but now since I did it for this Wednesday, this is like a little hack. You'll see it for next Wednesday. So next up, I'm going to do it for Thursday and then again, set it up for weekly. So I'm going to do every day of the week as a weekly reminder. And this will ensure that it gets done. Definitely utilize your Jobber calendar. We utilize our Jobber calendar for employees who rely on their Jobber calendar. So, my sales team, they have sales meetings and things in this calendar. So it's kind of serving as an itinerary for everybody. So definitely take advantage of it. And when you can, link things for your employees so they don't have to dig for stuff. It's so easy. And same with the phone. It's just so easy to pull up hyperlinks. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it, leave a comment if you want more details, if you want me to actually walk you through making this. I'm also linking a template below. So definitely check my, comments. And if you want details on automating it, to trigger the email to go to somebody else because you're the creator, let me know. I can do a video on that. Please subscribe to this channel because your support allows me to continue to share all of this free information from you. And remember that we are going to grow and get better together. So I hope you enjoyed this video.